So that's the same point for Virat Kohli. If he's not winning a Test championship, not a World Cup, anything Champions Trophy for Team India under his captaincy, there's no use of Virat Kohli being a captain. You can give away the captain.
Hi everyone, hope you will be doing well. As you all know, the final of World Test Championship will be played from 18 June to 22nd June in England between India and New Zealand. So in this video, I along with one of my friends Rajat will be having a discussion on what could be the final playing 11 of Indian team and pitch conditions, weather report, and will Virat Kohli be removed as a captain if Team India loses this final of World Test Championship. So I will request you to watch this video till the end, and I am damn sure you're gonna love this video. So let's get started. So hi Rajat, how are you doing?
Hello Abhishek, I'm good. You tell me what's going on.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Actually, it is the final of the World Test Championship that will be played from 18th June to 22nd June. I'm so much excited about it. So are you also excited about that match?
I am also very excited about the match. I think every Indian at the moment is very excited about that match.
Okay, so as you know very well that in this video we both will be having a discussion on the final of World Test Championship. So in this discussion we'll be discussing what could be the expected playing 11 of the Indian team, what will be the pitch conditions, who are the favorites. So I think it's time to get started. So shall we start?
Yes Abhishek, ready to go.
Okay, so let's get started. So before proceeding ahead, let me tell our viewers the squad of the Indian team for the World Test Championship final. The squad is like that: Rohit Sharma,
शुभमन गिल, मयंक अग्रवाल, चेतेश्वर पुजारा, विराट कोहली, अजिंक्य रहाणे, हनुमा विहारी, ऋषभ पंत, रिद्धिमान साहा, रविचंद्रन अश्विन, रविंद्र जडेजा, अक्षर पटेल, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर, जसप्रीत बुमराह, ईशांत शर्मा, मोहम्मद शमी, मोहम्मद सिराज, शार्दुल ठाकुर, उमेश यादव,
KL Rahul. So this is the squad. So Rajat, are you satisfied with the squad of the Indian team?
Yes Abhishek, I am currently very satisfied with the squad, and I think justifies the team they selected.
Okay, so you were saying that you are 100% satisfied with the current Indian squad. So I'm having a question. Why Hardik Pandya was not included in the test match? Because in one of the press conference, Virat Kohli was seen saying that Hardik Pandya would be a first all-rounder for the World Test Championship in England tour. But still we didn't see him in the squad. So what could be the reasons?
Well, look Abhishek, for the last 4 years, what team says and what team does is completely different. That you also know. I think that our viewers also know. But for Hardik Pandya, I feel that a Hardik Pandya without bowling can't be included in the test team. So it completely justifies that Hardik Pandya can't be selected in the team. He comes under the category of all-rounder, as you told the viewers. So if he can't bowl, how can you justify his inclusion in the team? I don't feel that he has a place in a team. And we have Washington Sundar and Shardul Thakur. They can serve us as an all-rounder. So it's completely justified that Hardik Pandya is not included in a team.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So my next question to you is that Hardik Pandya has been excluded from the squad. There is a one bowler as well. He has also been removed from the squad. His name is Kuldeep Yadav. So what do you think? He actually, first of all, we need to admit the fact that he was not given consistent chances in the Indian team. But still, he was getting only one chances out of 10 matches, and when he was not able to perform in that, the selectors dropped him from the squad. So what do you think about the decision of Indian cricket team?
Look Abhishek, when you have Jadeja and Ashwin in the squad, it's already very difficult for a spinner to make his place in a team. Okay. And now we have another option, Akshar Patel and Washington Sundar. So the competition for Kuldeep Yadav is already very high, and his recent performances, I think, is the reason why he has not been included in the WTC. But I was expecting him to be in the team, not for the WTC squad, but at least for the England squad, or England too. But I feel that his recent performance doesn't support him, and his confidence is also not very high, that we all know. After that World Cup of 2019, he hasn't been a consistent member in the team. So this is the reason he has not been included in the team.
Okay, so as you said, after 2019 World Cup, he was not the consistent member of the Indian squad. So as you know very well, in 2019 World Cup, he performed brilliantly. But still, he wasn't given enough chances. So what do you think? Why his performance has started deteriorating from 2019 World Cup?
Look, I think Abhishek, the team was working on the formula that they needed an all-rounder in a team. The reason the Jadeja was included back in the team was he can bat. The reason why Washington Sundar was included in the team is that he can bat. I think this thing goes against Kuldeep Yadav that he can't bat. So I feel this might be the reason he hasn't been included in a team. And in the near future also, I don't see him playing for the India in the test matches. Maybe a harsh
Okay.
reality for Kuldeep Yadav, but this is the truth.
Okay, so according to you, what is the future of Kuldeep Yadav? Because as we saw in IPL, he wasn't being included in the squad. So what is the future of Kuldeep Yadav?
Kuldeep Yadav, I think it's debatable what people think about Kuldeep Yadav, but I feel the road is going to tough. It's going to be a very tough for Kuldeep Yadav. In the white ball cricket also, I don't feel that his place is right now justified with his recent performances. Look, we have newcomers coming into the team. They are justifying their positions. The competition is already very high in the Indian team. And what goes against Kuldeep Yadav is, as you said, that if you're not playing for the club cricket in the IPL, so it makes tough for you to be in the Indian team. So our road tough for Kuldeep Yadav ahead.
Okay, so now my next question to you is that as Kuldeep Yadav is not in the squad, so what could be the expected or probable combination of bowling of Indian team? Like who will be the seamers, who will be the spinners? So I want to know what could be the exact combination of Indian bowlers.
Look, Abhishek, it I think completely depends on the playing conditions, how conditions are going to come into the match. But my bowling combination for the WTC squad is going to be, let me start with my fast bowlers. First is for me is Jasprit Bumrah.
Okay, yes.
Second is Mohammad Shami. Third one is quite debatable. Some will say Siraj, some will say Ishant Sharma, but I'll go with Siraj. His recent performances are very good. And my two spinners are going to be Ravindra Jadeja and Ashwin. I'm going to include two spinners in that Southampton test match. That's my bowling squad for WTC final. So what's your bowling squad for WTC final?
So who are your five bowlers? Could you please repeat again?
Mine are Jasprit Bumrah,
Okay, yeah,
Mohammad Shami,
yeah,
Mohammad Siraj,
okay,
Ravichandra Ashwin,
yeah.
and Ravindra Jadeja. These are my five bowlers.
Well, as you said, Mohammad Siraj is in form, right? Is in form as he had performed brilliantly in the Australian series in IPL as well. So I think he can be preferred, but it is the final of World Test Championship. So I think in this, I would like to go with the experience. If you remember 2019 World Cup, at that point of time, we didn't have a senior player in the Indian batting side who could hold one end. There was no one except Mahendra Singh Dhoni when 3 wickets fell early. We didn't have any senior players. So this shows you need senior player at such a big stage. So here I don't agree with you. Yeah, I do agree with you. Mohammad Siraj has performed brilliantly, but I still feel it is a big event and I think experience is required here. So I would go with Ishant Sharma ahead of Mohammad Siraj. And my second bowler would be Jasprit Bumrah. And my next bowler will be Mohammad Shami. And if I talk about the spinners, there will be two spinners. There's no doubt about that. The first will be Ravichandran Ashwin. And second will be Ravindra Jadeja.
Okay, so you are going with Ishant Sharma.
Yes, definitely. I would prefer experience over consistent performances in recently.
No, but Abhishek,
Because-
what I feel that extra pace which Siraj provides you, I think it can be effective in the match.
Okay, but we cannot neglect what Ishant Sharma does for Indian team. If when he opens for the when he open the attack, he starts the in swinging, and which creates a problem for the batsman when the ball starts in swinging. So definitely, I think it's my opinion. I don't have any problem with you, but it's my opinion that I will go with Ishant Sharma ahead of Mohammad Siraj.
I respect. Ishant Sharma has more than 300 wickets in the test matches, but I'll go with extra pace. So that's why I'm going with Mohammad Siraj, and I feel that Team India also might go with Mohammad Siraj instead of Ishant Sharma.
Okay,
But let's see
there's-
who's gonna be the fifth bowler.
Yeah, okay, there's no problem. But as far as I think, Mohammad Siraj could be given chance because we all know Virat Kohli loves fast bowlers, and Mohammad Siraj is having an extra pace. So I think Mohammad Siraj could be given a chance. But if I were at the place of Virat Kohli, I would have definitely gone with Ishant Sharma.
But Abhishek, I think you meant to say he loves RCB fast bowlers.
No, it's not like that.
No, he loves fast bowlers. So
Yeah, he loves
let's see
fast
who's
bowlers.
gonna be the fifth bowler.
If you remember, in the era of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Mahendra Singh Dhoni always went with spinners because he was a spinner-friendly captain.
Yes.
But when Virat became the captain of Indian Test team, you saw how the bowling department of Indian team changed. Once he played with 4 seamers in the Test matches, that too in India. So that shows why Virat Kohli loves his fast bowlers. Okay,
No,
so let's
this
go
I agree
ahead.
that. And this
Okay.
fast bowling attack has made India reach a very good height in the cricket.
Yeah,
I feel we should give credit for Virat Kohli for this pace bowling attack.
Okay, now let's go ahead. So your bowling combination is Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, and Ashwin along with Jadeja. And mine is a bit different. I would prefer Ishant over Mohammad Siraj. So now it's
Okay.
time. Now it's time for the wicket keeper. So who is going to be your
Okay.
first wicket keeper preference? Is it Rishabh Pant or Riddhiman Saha?
No, undoubtedly, it's the X factor of Team India, Rishabh Pant.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. Rishabh Pant will be our first choice of wicket keeper, and I too agree with you. There's no debate on this. There's no debate can happen on this topic. Okay.
And there should be no debate on Rishabh Pant, I feel.
Yeah.
Look, what goes in the favor of Rishabh Pant is that the kind of cricket he's playing right now, he entices all the audience worldwide. It's not only about the India that people love to see Rishabh Pant. It's all about the world. The people are talking about Rishabh Pant. So he's actually an X factor for your team, and you can't exclude Rishabh Pant from your team.
Okay. So now let's go ahead. So as we have discussed the bowling combination and wicket keepers as well. Now it's time to discuss about our openers. So
Okay, this is my favorite area. This is what I wanted to talk about.
Okay. So before proceeding ahead, let me tell our viewers who are the openers of the squad. There are Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Mayank Agarwal, and let me tell our viewers there's one option is more of openers, and that is Hanuma Vihari. Hanuma Vihari can open also because as he had done in the Australia in Melbourne. So these are our 4 options. I know the 4th option might surprise you, but I think there's only to get surprised because he has done opening in the past. So yes, we are having 4 options. So who will be your 2 openers among these 4 players?
First is obviously Rohit Sharma, as we all
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
And the second, I am going with Mayank Agarwal. My
Mayank
second
Agarwal.
opener is Mayank Agarwal, yes.
Okay, so and do you have any special reason you have preferred Mayank Agarwal over Shubman Gill? Because we saw in Australia where Shubman Gill performed exceptionally well. So why are you dropping Shubman Gill?
Look, for a WTC, I am going with experience. It can't be like that. If you don't play 2 matches good, you're going to be dropped from the team. Look, Mayank Agarwal for the last 1.5 years has been very consistent for Team India. I think he's one of the highest scorer for the Team India. So there is no reason of not including Mayank Agarwal in the team. So I'll go with Rohit Sharma and Mayank Agarwal. Experience plus runs.
Okay. I also agree with you that we should have preferred Mayank Agarwal over Shubman Gill in the Australian tour as well. Yeah, it's okay. Shubman Gill performed exceptionally well. I don't have any problem with that. But you can't drop a player on the basis of one bad performances. Man, this thing I hate too much about the current Indian captain and Indian team management, because the players who has been performing brilliantly from the last 1 or 2 years, how could you drop him on the just basis of one match bad performances? I don't really like this thing about the Indian cricket team.
And that too in Australia.
Yes.
You can't expect every time the opener going in Australia, you can't expect every time that he's going to score 100. It's very difficult to be an opener in Australia. In the last tour also, he had scored above 70, he had scored above 80. I feel that he should have been included in the recent Australia tour and also in the England which toured India. And he should be the second opener in the WTC final.
And let me tell you, Mayank Agarwal has a similar approach like of Virendra Sehwag. Do you agree with me?
Yes. We have seen in the IPL also.
Yeah. So because if you see the career of Virendra Sehwag, Saurabh Ganguly has given him a lot of chances. That is the main reason why Sehwag has Sehwag is having 6 double centuries in Test matches and 2 triple centuries. When he was not able to perform consistently, Ganguly backed him. But in the current Indian team, if you are playing one bad match, you'll be dropped from the Indian team. So I think this needs to be changed, and no one is talking about such kind of incidents.
Well, and look, Abhishek, one more thing about Mayank Agarwal is that if you have two openers like that, Rohit Sharma and Mayank Agarwal, these players can take away match in a session only.
Yes.
There's an impact of Mayank Agarwal and Rohit Sharma together that they can take away the match. They only need one session from New Zealand and they can take the match away, and that can decide the future and the match for India. So that's why I think we should go with Mayank Agarwal.
Okay, so now I think our both openers are same, Rohit Sharma and Mayank Agarwal.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's go ahead. So my next question to you is that what about the middle order?
Middle order is pretty same. Number 3 Cheteshwar Pujara, number 4 Virat Kohli, number 5 Ajinkya Rahane, and for number 6 it's Rishabh Pant for me.
Okay, and I think my middle order will be remain same because there is no option. But I still prefer Hanuma Vihari should have been there in the middle order. But it's okay, yaar. The squad is means the playing 11 is almost fixed. You cannot fit any players more. So, but I still feel for Hanuma Vihari, yaar. He has done.
I also feel, look, this is harsh on Hanuma Vihari, but look, in the current scenario, there's no space for Hanuma Vihari in the team. Might be for the England tour, he'll be included in the team. He'll be playing for Team India, but not in the WTC final. Sorry for Hanuma Vihari. I feel sorry for Hanuma Vihari.
Okay, so could you please tell me your whole Indian playing 11 after like all this discussion?
Okay, so my team 11 is going to be Rohit Sharma and Mayank Agarwal. I'm an opener.
Yes.
Cheteshwar Pujara.
Yeah.
Virat Kohli.
Yeah.
Ajinkya Rahane.
Yeah.
Rishabh Pant.
Yes.
Jadeja.
Okay.
Ashwin.
Yeah.
Mohammad Siraj.
Okay.
Mohammad Shami. And Jasprit Bumrah. That's my playing 11.
Well, mine is also same, but as I told you earlier, I would go with. I would love to go with Ishant Sharma over Mohammad Siraj. So that's all about playing 11. So Rajat, my next question to you is that as we are saying, New Zealand has played 2 test matches in England, and that's a big advantage for them because they're playing brilliantly in those conditions. So what do you think? Is this New Zealand is having an edge over India for championship final?
Look, Abhishek, you cannot deny the fact that New Zealand are clear favourite in the WTC. And having played 2 test matches in India, they have an edge upon India. They know the condition well. Their bowlers have a chance to bowl. It's very different, to bowl in the nets and playing an actual match, and that too against England in their condition. So there's obviously an edge for New Zealand. And looking at their recent performance in the two test matches, I think it's going to be very tough for India to fight against New Zealand. What's your take on this?
I do agree with you. Yeah, means like India will go to final of World Test Championship without any competitive matches. And I think if you are going for such a big stage, you cannot go directly at such a big stage. You should have been given some matches so that you could have done your practice. But India is going without practice, so I think it may harm the current Indian team. Because as we all know, in such conditions the ball starts swinging and our Indian team batsmen starts facing problems. So I think New Zealand is having a lot of advantages by having 2 matches played in the current English conditions.
Yes, agree. 100% agree with you.
Okay, so now my next question to you is that as we have discussed the advantage, who is having an edge. So my next question to you is that who is your favorites, New Zealand or India?
Look, I've told you, favorites are New Zealand.
Your favorite is New Zealand.
They have a clear edge over Team India. So my favorite right now is New Zealand.
Like, what is the reason why you are going with New Zealand? As you had discussed, Mayank Agarwal, Rohit Sharma, Rishabh Pant, they were having expectations in them. So why are you going with New Zealand?
Look, Abhishek, my reason is very clear. Look, you don't expect England to play good in Sri Lanka, but you expect India to play good in Sri Lanka because the conditions are same.
Okay.
So that's pretty same case for England and New Zealand. The conditions in England and New Zealand pretty same. They are just like a home condition for New Zealand, and having played 2 test matches, the pitch will suit better to New Zealand and conditions will obviously suit better to New Zealand. So they have a clear edge over Team India. That's a simple reason, and you can't
Okay.
deny this fact.
Well, I do know what I think about who will be the favorites.
Hmm.
I think it's gonna be New Zealand because New Zealand is having seamers. Let me tell you the name of seamers who will be in the squad: Trent Boult, Tim Southee, Matt Henry, Kylie Jamison, Henry Nichols, and main seamer is Neil Wagner. And if the condition is not suitable for the Indian team, if the ball starts swinging from the very first session, so I think India is sure to lose them. That test match in just 3 days. So
I agree.
my favorite is also New Zealand.
Yes, agreed. A clear advantage to New Zealand.
Okay. So like, if India wins the toss, like as we all know, Virat Kohli is having bad luck while doing the tosses. So if India wins the toss, what should they do? Should they bat first or field first?
I think it depends completely on conditions. If the sun is out, they'll go for bat. But if the condition is that it's a bit seeming condition, they'll go for ball. You can't decide on England. You have to go with the conditions. What are the conditions currently in England? And with the conditions currently in England, I think it's going to support batsmen. So I think India will choose to bat first if they win the test. If they win the toss.
Okay, but I think despite any conditions, India should win the toss and bat first. Because in saving conditions, you cannot pick yourself for the fourth innings. It means if you're playing in the fourth innings and if you're chasing 150, it's always a difficult task. So
But,
it's my decision. India should go with. If they win the toss, they should bat first.
But Abhishek, look, we all know that the inability of team Indian batsmen to play against the seam conditions. So if India go to bat first, do you think they'll be able to survive Trent Boult, Wagner, Jamieson, Tim Southee?
I think that is the question which we should not be discussed. We all know the Indian team, what happens when the ball starts swinging. We all know what happens,
Yes,
as we had seen in 2019 semi-final World Cup.
yes.
So I think we should not be discussed. We all know when the ball starts swinging, our Indian batsman starts facing problems.
Okay, let's see who wins the toss
Okay,
and
Rajat,
what team India decides.
Okay, Rajat, as you were telling me that New Zealand is your favorites, and mine is also favorite New Zealand. Suppose if India loses this match, so don't you think Virat Kohli could be sacked from the Indian captaincy from the test matches?
Abhishek, do you feel we should answer this question? Do you actually
Sorry?
feel we should? Do you actually feel we should answer this question?
Yes, I want to know from you.
Look, I feel if Virat Kohli loses this WTC final, it's the end of the road for Virat Kohli as a captain. No, you cannot give such a long run to Virat Kohli. We have lost Champions Trophy under his captaincy. We have lost the World Cup under his captaincy. And if we lose WTC Test Series also under his captaincy, there's no use of him being a captain. I think this is going to also affect his batting performance. So I think it will be good for Virat Kohli to just give away the captaincy and focus on his batting.
Okay, Rajat, don't you think miss, whatever you are saying, I don't agree with you. Like, miss, how can you take his captaincy? Like he's consistently performing in all the three formats, and I think captaincy has nothing to do with his batting.
Look, look what my point is. I think in that 2018 tour of India, which India toured to Australia, there was a statement from Ravi Shastri. He said that okay, India have seen very big captains in the team, but it all depends: are they winning or they losing for Team India? So that's the same point for Virat Kohli. If he's not winning a Test Championship, not a World Cup, anything Champions Trophy for Team India under his captaincy, there's a use of Virat Kohli being a captain. You can give away the captaincy to any other person.
But whatever you are saying, our viewers will not be satisfied with you. They are going to be harsh on you. Like whatever you are saying.
No, I agree that they're going to be harsh on me, but look, there's a point where you have to analyze that is Team India going forward in his captaincy or not. So if he loses the WTC, I think it should be the end of the road for Virat Kohli. There should be no more debates on his captaincy.
But here I would like to point out that if India loses this test match, I don't think there is need to take the captaincy from Virat Kohli. But yeah, I would like to say that if India loses the T20 World Cup, upcoming T20 World Cups, then I think Virat Kohli may lose the Indian captaincy from the limited overs. But I don't think he'll be asked to leave the captaincy from test matches, because he has done great in test matches. I don't agree with you here.
This might be the point, but I feel that no,
Okay, like,
you all want results, and Abhishek, you have to agree. Being a cricket fan, we all enjoy cricket, but at the end we want result. If we are not winning anything under his captaincy, I feel that we should
Okay.
look for alternatives.
And that's a personal view. I cannot question that.
That's my complete personal view.
Okay.
There might be a different personal view for every other person, but that's my personal view. What I feel about Virat Kohli.
Okay, let me tell you, we can hold a whole session for this topic. Should we, will be on this session we can discuss the captaincy of Virat Kohli. Is really
Yes.
is he a good captain or not? I think we can hold a different session on this topic.
Yes, we should hold a different session.
Okay, I think we'll be holding a session on this topic very soon. But now let's end this topic.
Mhm.
So as we had discussed everything about the World Test Championship, so again my last question to you, who will win the Test match, or who will win the World Test Championship final?
I think I've answered it before. It's New Zealand for me. Clear favorite are New Zealand.
Okay, but don't you think India should win this Test match, because during 2019 World Cup semi-final we saw we went very emotional after looking at those scenarios. Don't you think we deserve the champion? Deserves this time?
Look, every Indian fan wants India to win the Test Championship, but going with practically it says New Zealand having played two Test
Yeah.
matches, condition
Yeah, I
suits them. They have
I
good
agree.
seam bowlers. I feel it's New Zealand for me.
I
Very
agree
harsh for
with you.
India. As a true Indian fan, I want India to win this match, but reality says practically it's New Zealand.
Yeah, I agree with you. We cannot be emotional every time. We need to be practical as well. That's
Yes.
what you were trying to say.
Yes.
Okay, so Rajat, on this note, I think it's time to end this conversation.
Okay, Abhishek.
So it was nice talking to you.
Okay.
We'll be
Yes,
meeting
yes.
soon. So be ready for the next session.
Okay, viewers, sir, be ready for the next session, and let's see what's gonna be the next topic for our session.
Yeah, okay,
So-
we'll be meeting soon. Okay.
Yes, Abhishek.
So it was nice talking to you. I hope you all have enjoyed this conversation. Now it's time for you to share your views in the comment section. Well, if you don't agree with our opinions, do let us know in comment section why don't you agree with our views, and don't forget to share your playing 11 in the comment section. Till then, keep watching and keep supporting.